Seniors, if you haven't taken your yearbook photos yet, the final day to take them will be Wednesday, November 1st. An email with the sign-up link has been sent to your school email.
The temperature may be dropping, but the greenhouse on campus is blooming with life. Agriculture Mrs. Reed tells us about the annual fall plant sale.
The plant sale is an opportunity for students in horticulture and landscape classes to showcase what they've been doing in class in the greenhouse. They sell the plants to the public, and then that money goes back into the account for next semester's projects. Our first plant sale of the year is this coming Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. here at the NHS greenhouse, and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. The plant sale started because students would grow projects in the greenhouse and they wouldn't have much to do with them, and so we decided to sell the products that they are growing.
This Northwest football coach is tough on the field, but has a past that many of you may not have expected. Coach Vaughn tells his Texan story.
Hi Texans, this is Coach Vaughn. I wanted to share a little bit of my story with you. A lot of y'all don't really actually know my past, and so I wanted to kind of tell you a little bit of where I came from. I grew up in a single parent home. My mother was my rock. She was everything to me. She was my mom, my dad. She basically showed me how to become who I am today. She instilled a drive in me that made me want to be better at any and everything that I did. I had an older brother that always picked on me. He was constantly, beating up on me, calling me names. But I also learned from him how not to be. He was always getting in trouble whenever he was in class, and actually started getting into drugs when he was in high school. And so everything he did, I kind of instilled in myself that I wasn't going to do. I also had a little sister. My mom, though, when I was in 7th grade, ended up getting diagnosed with cancer. And for me, it was a huge, huge mountain to overcome because the doctors actually gave her 3 months to live. And my world was just rocked. I didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to react, or anything. But I knew one thing that wasn't going to change was my drive to be the best that I could be. And my mom ended up surviving for 3 years, and at one point actually went into remission where the doctors had cleared her of cancer. Now, right after that, she actually ended up passing away about 3 months later. But during that time, she had set 3 goals for herself. Number 1 was that she was going to see my brother graduate from Marine boot camp. Number 2 was that she was going to see me play my first varsity football game. And number 3 was to spend as much time with my sister. The very first goal that she set, to see my brother graduate from Marine boot camp, she actually got to see the day she passed away. She held on, and whenever he got home, I picked him up from the airport, brought him home, and she passed away that day. The second one, she got to see 2 weeks prior to that. She had just been in the hospital, and she already knew the diagnosis was that she wasn't going to live for very much longer. But ambulance and other arrangements had been made to where she was going to be able to watch my first varsity game. And never had she told me that she wasn't going to be around for much longer. My coach needed a free safety at the time because ours went down, so he pulled me up as a sophomore, and he made sure that I started and played most of the game so that my mom could watch me play. And she got to do number 3 every day up until the end. Now, why would I tell you all this? Because I want you to understand that coming from me, I could have easily given up and said, I can't go any further. I'm alone. I've got no parents. I've got no drive. But you got to find something inside you that keeps you going. I became homeless. I started drinking a lot. But then I found friends that set me on a right path and got me that drive back that I needed. And I became the very first person in my entire family to graduate from college, let alone go to college. And so that's why I sit here today to tell you that no matter what you decide you can do is what you want to do. What I mean by that is if you set a goal, let nothing get in your way to achieve that goal. And that's my story.
Cheer is selling a breast cancer awareness shirts until the 27th, and as you can see here, you can pick one up in Miss Wardlow's room for $10 in room 104.
That's it for today, Texans. Tune in tomorrow to find out about a group of students taking on global interfaces. Have a great day, Texans. This has been NHSTV Live.